All right. I have 2 autism tests here. Do we pass or do we fail? All right. The items below refer to your preferences and behaviors over the course of your life. Okay. I like to do things the same way. Yeah, most of the time. Who wouldn't? It's comfy. It's comfy. I would rather hang out alone rather than go to a party with friends. Some of the time. Let's be honest. It's like, it depends on the party. I'm not a huge fan of like crazy big parties with like loud music. Like if I'm going to something with a friend, I want to be able to talk to him. I've been to raves, you know, and like big EDM clubs with like Alan Walker and a lot of other friends. And it's nice to be able to actually talk to your friend when you're going to them. So yeah, like I'll go to some, but I don't do it all the time. I want to be able to talk to my friends. I'm going with them. I tend to notice small details that others don't. Some of the time. It depends on what it is. If it's like Call of Duty, yeah, I'll notice like little things that would piss me off that others probably just like blank over. But if it's like something I'm not an expert in or I have a lot of time on, I probably won't notice it. When I'm reading a story, I have a hard time imagining what the characters might look like or figure. Never. You think I ever know what they look like? Their intention? Never. That's why I don't read. I have a terrible imagination. Terrible. I swear, I can't picture anything, anytime, ever. I find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things or solitary activities. To people? It's loaded. I find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things or activities, including video games. Yeah, but like depends on the person, right? I put the wrong answer? What do you mean? When reading a story, I have a hard time imagining what the characters might look like. Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I just missed the word in there. My bad. Okay, I swapped it. We're good. I swapped it. It's going up. The graph is going up. It's going up. I think this is a loaded question. Some people, I would happily go hang out with. Other people, you're like, fuck them. I enjoy social gatherings or find social situations easy. Some of the time. I think it depends on the social situation. Again, I do like to ask questions and find out more if I'm interested though. On many occasions, I've been told that what I've said is impolite. Yeah, sure. I don't think it's polite. Listen, I know what I'm saying is impolite. So is that a some of the time answer? I know what I'm saying is impolite, but I'm pissed. I can't help it. I frequently find it hard to keep a conversation going. Depends on the person. Some people really fucking suck at having a conversation. They're just not good at it. They're not. We're going 50-50 on a lot of these. I feel bad. I find it difficult to imagine what it'd be like to be someone else. Yes. I feel like it's really hard to understand empathy unless you've actually gone through it. Like it's very difficult for me. I focus more on the whole picture rather than the small details. No, I focus on the small details a lot. I hate that, but like I'm one of those guys that, dude, if I'm going on a fishing trip or something, like I'm always panicking that like, oh, what do I have? My wallet? Do I have my phone? Do I have this, that? Am I going to make my plane on time? Is the plane on time itself? Like most of the time I'm able to make it. No problem. Like I'll be there hours ahead of time. I'm still panicking about it. I hate that shit. I can't sleep. I wake up early all the time. If I have a plane the next morning, I'm not kidding. It is non-stop. Like every hour I'll wake up. I can't sleep for shit. I tend to have very strong interests and get upset if I can't pursue them. Nah, I'd say never. I have strong interests, but I don't get mad if I can't pursue them. Usually. I'm pretty fine. When I talk, it isn't always easy for others to get a word in. I don't think that's true either. I'm pretty good at knowing when to talk and when. I mean, sometimes I'll talk too much, but like, if I'm having a conversation, I'm trying to hear you too. Especially if I'm recording and doing stuff like that. Like, you can't record and talk over somebody. When someone is talking to me, I find it easy to read between the lines, understanding their true feelings or intentions. Some of the time. Never know. Some people hide it well. Never know. Some people are good at hiding it. I find it easy to understand what someone is thinking or feeling just by looking at their face. Most of the time. If I can see their face, it's usually pretty obvious. I often notice small sounds. Shit. This better just be rephrased as, can you hear a lot of things? Yeah, I hear a lot. I hear a lot. Numbers, dates, or strings of information fascinate me. Some of the time. I would say data can interest me if it's about something I'm interested in. But if it's not something I'm interested in, is it really gonna get interested in me? No. Not just like random data. I can easily recognize patterns and things all the time. Most of the time. Pretty good at predicting patterns and seeing them. New situations make me anxious and nervous. Yes. Yes. I hate that. That's one thing I don't. Dude, does anybody else do this? This might sound weird, but will you avoid going to a fast food place because you've never been there before and you don't know what it's like to order at that place? I can't do it a lot of the time. I have gone past a lot of places because I don't know what it's like to order there. And I'm like, bro, I don't really want to have it that bad anyway. I'll just keep going. I don't need it. If it's a sit-down restaurant, the thing is all sit-down restaurants are pretty much the same. You go in, they seat you, they give you a menu, you look at it, you tell them what you want, they deliver it. But with a fast food place, I feel like you're put on the spot. It's like you're there, they're waiting on you to order, you're looking at the board. I hate that shit, so I just don't do that. If it's a sit-down place, it's not that hard, right? All of those are the same. You look at the menu online beforehand. Yeah, but it's a fast food place. I don't plan on going to a fast food place. It's oh shoot, I need to get some food before I get home or before I do this or that because I got all this other stuff planned. I prefer reading books about nonfiction. No, I don't prefer reading books at all. That's also weird to some people. I haven't read a book since college. I read Instagram. Well, I read Twitter. I read Reddit. I read a lot of the stuff I shouldn't read because, let's be honest, social media is a shithole. But I don't read books. I read the news. I find it hard to figure out people's intentions. Some of the time. Sometimes they surprise you, but a lot of times I feel like people are pretty open. But I feel like it also depends on how much you know them. If my brother or sister were going to ask for money or something like that from my parents, they stutter. They always use these same words when they maybe, come on. It's just, that I feel like if it's family or people you know really well, you know their intentions really well. They have those same tics, that you can tell what they're trying to get at. But if it's a random person, it could be, sometimes they can be very polite and you don't know. Your results. Total score is 23 to 40. Scoring in this range means it may be a good idea to monitor your symptoms and keep track of the severity of these behaviors when they are present. Further evaluation is typically recommended when these behaviors begin to interfere with your ability to navigate life, school, and relationships. If you're concerned or want more information, consider scheduling an evaluation with... Okay, listen. The good news is they're not impairing my life, school, or relationships. Because I don't have a life, I don't go to school anymore, and I have no relationships. So they're not impaired. They're actually fully functional and no issues at all. Don't have one, done with it. Success. No problem with any of them. Yeah, we're good. We're good. At 23 to 50, that's an F. F means I failed. I didn't pass. That's a fail in normal school terms, right? All right, we'll double check it though. Like I said, sometimes you need to make sure, and you need a second opinion. The second opinion is from IDR Labs, Individual Differences Research. Why use this test? It's free. That's a good point. People have told me, this is a lot of questions. People have told me that I make repetitive, strange noises and or repeat certain words out of context. Disagree. Okay, disagree. No one, who the hell's told, has anybody ever been told that? Ever? Like, that's a weird thing to tell somebody. That's like when it's like when Internet Explorer was like, would you recommend our browser to somebody? No. I don't fucking recommend any browser to anybody ever, really. Nobody does that. When I get angry, I calm down faster than most people. No. I hold on to shit. I hate that. I wish I did. Either say that I speak too loud or too softly. Yeah, too loud. I cannot stand certain sounds, such as, dude, my mom growing up, I loved to whistle. It would piss my mom off so much, even if I was good at it. Even if I was good at it, she hated whistling. Hated it. The only thing I can tell you with a certain sound I hate, which I'm gonna agree with partially, and I feel like this is pretty common, is those, dude, like nails on a chalkboard or like metal on metal, that high pitched screech. That shit makes me want to like, I had to like, I gotta squeeze my ears and stop the sound from coming in. It kills me. I have trouble understanding what people mean when they say they feel happy for someone else. No, I don't know. Is this weird? I guess I just don't feel happy ever. So like, do I struggle to feel like, that's a hard one to answer. I just never feel happy. You know? I rarely feel happy. Usually, I'm like neutral. So when you're saying you feel happy for somebody else, it's like, dude, I can't even feel happy for myself. Like what do you mean? So I kind of agree a little bit. I'm very sensitive to noise. Big disagree. I don't think I'm that sensitive. Like I can, you know, but it doesn't like bother me. Actually, fuck. Hard agree. If they're just saying I'm very sensitive, like I can hear a lot, then it's agree. But like if they're saying like, oh, I get upset by noise, it's a disagree. I don't care. Can I ask for clarification? We'll just say yes. I'm very sensitive. I can hear it very well. I can pick up a lot of noises. As a child, I would often repeat words or phrases that were said to me. No, not really. When watching movies, I do not usually look at the eyes of the actors. What the fuck kind of question is that? Actually, kind of true though. But to be fair, I barely look at the movie. I'm usually like on my phone while I listen to a movie, and I always select the movie that I know, like I've seen 5 times, so I know what's going on even if I'm not watching it. I like watching the same movie. You know how many times I've seen Jurassic Park? A lot. Or I love Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I've seen every like 8, 9 times. I'm not joking. Over years, obviously, but I just like those movies. I like the actors. I like the idea. Sounds into the context. I'm going to be upset. All right, listen, here's what we'll do. Sensitive to noise, we're putting it in the middle. Okay, there you go. Because we don't know what it means exactly. Yeah, so I don't really look at the eyes of the actors, but it's not because I'm just not looking at the screen. I rarely experience. Fuck. We just talked about this earlier. Yeah, I agree. I'm not usually a happy person. I'm not upset either. To be fair, I spend most of my time working and on the computer, and I hate that. When I get to go out and I go fishing or I'm with family hanging out, I'm a lot happier because I'm not stuck online. Being online, I swear, being online a lot is torture. Like, it's horrible. It's bad for you physically. It's bad for you mentally. It is, and we all do it. And I think we all know it too. We all know how bad it is to just be stuck to your phone or your computer and be checking Twitter, be checking Reddit, be checking Instagram, be checking TikTok, be checking YouTube. It's horrible. I picked the wrong career. Well, the problem is, when I started this career, social media wasn't really a thing. And now social media is everything. But growing up, it was just Facebook and it was MySpace. That was it. And now it's like 78 things that you have to have and keep track of. I follow a set schedule closely and tend to avoid unfamiliar things. A hard agree. Who doesn't? It's called a job. This was basically asking, do you have a job? Yes. Others have told me that I have repetitive bodily movements. Dude, no. Who the fuck is... No one's ever told me that. I get temper tantrums when I cannot... When others cannot reach me. No, don't care. I actually find it better if they can't reach me. Leave me alone. You know? I find it difficult to make decisions or act without guidance from others. No, I would disagree. I might ask people's opinion if they have more expertise or I think they have any worthwhile experience on what I'm talking to them about, but that's about it. I have a tendency to yell at people when I feel frustrated. Yeah, who the fuck doesn't? If you can hold back, I think you're a saint. It is stressful for me to have or to retain eye contact with others. Nah, I disagree. Even when I'm paying attention to conversations, I do not necessarily look at their eyes of the speaker. That's agree. Yeah, I'll leave that neutral. I'll leave that neutral. It just depends, you know? I usually feel unhappy more days than not. No, I'd say I'm happy once. Like I said, I'm pretty neutral. I'm not happy, but I'm not unhappy. I'm just living. I've never been good at sports. What the fuck, you guys? No, I actually disagree. I'm decent at sports. I'm a competitive person. I wouldn't say I'm super good, so I'm not going to super disagree, but like, I'm decent. And I play a lot of sports, growing up especially. I accumulate lots of facts and subjects and topics that interest me. I agree. When I see a balloon, I worry that it might pop. No, I don't care if it pops. I sometimes have compulsive thoughts about being injured or having other... Who doesn't? You never like... Every person in this chat room right now and watching a video on this has fantasized about having like a shark attack and like how you get out of the mouth of the shark. Every fucking person, right? Who hasn't done that? Yes. Like, how am I gonna fight this fucking shark? If I'm gonna try to reach its eye. If I can't reach its eye, what do I do? I'm like, grab its nose. Like, that would never happen. Like, first off, if I get attacked by a shark, 7% chance I can't fucking reach its eye, and I'm probably dying, or it's gonna hurt. Or a bear? Yeah, I just think I'm losing to a bear. Like a shark, I might have a chance because it might let me go. A bear is not letting me go. Unlikely. Others have told me that I speak like a robot. Disagree. When I'm having a conversation with someone, I prefer to look at their wall or their shoes. No, we talked about this earlier. I have a tendency to hit or destroy things when I'm angry or stressed. I used to. Growing up, there's a few holes in my wall. I would say I'm pretty good now. I don't break anything. I have the thought. Don't get me wrong. I still have the thought here and there, like, my phone is perfect throw-in size, but no, I don't break anything nowadays. Unless it deserves to be broken. Like, it's already broken and I'm fucking throwing it. But I wouldn't throw it anywhere in my house. I'd throw it like on the concrete or something. Just break it further. Get some anger out, you know? I often rock myself or fiddle with my hands to feel better. No. I'm almost always in the same neutral... Fuck! They knew, dude! Yes. See? I swear, I'm not crazy. That is actually a thing. You're not happy, but you're not sad. You're just kind of existing. I have certain routines or habits that I must follow. Yes. Again, this is called a job. Do they not like going to loud... I do not like going to loud places. I don't know. Kind of agree. Like, a mall's not loud. I'm disagreeing a little bit. I get obsessed with strings of numbers such as dates or license plates. Disagree, don't care. Expressions like raining cats and dogs and feeling like $1 million are confusing. Nope. They don't actually make they don't make much sense, but I get it. Feeling like $1 million. This one I understand. This one I don't really understand. Raining cats and dogs. Like, how does that make sense exactly? It just means it's raining a lot. I get what it means, but like, it doesn't really make sense, right? It can't actually rain a cat or a dog, and neither one of them deal a lot with water. Cats hate water. It just means it's raining a ton. I get it, but like, it's just a bad expression. That's really all there is to it. It's just a bad expression. I talk to my friends at a party the same way I would talk to my coworkers. No. Well, actually, take it back. My friends are my coworkers. Fuck! This is a confusing one. There's no way they thought of this though, right? It's gotta be disagree. Gotta be disagree. They didn't expect this. People sometimes tell me that I'm being rude in conversations, even though I'm being polite. No. I know when I'm being rude. I generally avoid eye contact with others. Only if they look back at me. Like direct eye contact? That's weird. Being away from home for extended periods of time frightens me. No. Disagree. At parties or other social gatherings, I will usually stand in corners or close to the wall. Disagree. Don't care. New social makes me anxious. No. I'm not really that anxious about new social situations too much either. I'll go with agree, actually. You know what? Like I said, the restaurant thing earlier, that's why, a little bit. But that's not really a social situation. That's more so like being pressured in time. I almost always carry some special object in my purse or wallet that provides me such... No. I have nothing. Every guy in the world has 3 things they carry with them. Phone, wallet, keys. I have those 3. Nothing special about any of them. I hate the sound of fireworks, fire alarms, and or thunder. Nope. I like thunder, actually. Unless it's too loud and it kind of hurts your ears when it's real close to you. I dislike talking to people I don't know. Yeah. Actually, no, I take it back. You know what? I'm cool. If it's a stranger and it's like a totally random conversation, I might be a little like, why am I talking to you? But if they're like, if I'm on a fishing trip and I'm with random people that are also there, I have fun talking to them about fishing and all the things we, our lives. I do enjoy that. I feel irritated or angry when I have to navigate uncertain situations. You know what? I disagree. I was going to say agree, but at the same time, I feel like I only was going to agree because some things are just badly made. They're just unintuitive, trashy fucking systems that we have to deal with as customers. I remember buying that not Mountain Dew, what is it? It was like a Monster can, and the Monster can had like one of those tops that is meant to like slide up and down so you can technically close it. And I had to YouTube a video on how to open my can of Monster because the top was so fucking shitty. Like I couldn't figure out how to open the stupid thing. So like, was I angry at that? Yeah, but it's not my fault. They made an unintuitive, I don't know, they made a trashy fucking top that no one could figure out easily. That's not my fault. I'm annoyed because they're stupid. They fucked up and made something more difficult than it should have been. And there was no directions on the can. They just assumed you could figure it out. So some things are just badly made, and it's not my fault I'm angry at them. I'm angry because they deserve to be better or easier. I've been described as having an unusual posture. No. It is hard for me to sit still without tap. Yes. Actually hard, yes. I hate that. My foot bounces all the time. Even right now it is. I often bump into things or trip over my own feet. Nope. Alistair told me that I have problems managing my anger. Fuck. No, I haven't been told that. I only get mad at Call of Duty, really. I'm gonna go neutral on that one, though. Because I purposely put myself into situations where I get mad. It's my fault. I'm choosing to play Call of Duty. So technically, I'm not managing my anger. If I wanted to manage it, I would fucking destroy Call of Duty for my life. I'm rarely worried. Hard disagree. I worry about everything. I'm worried 24/7. As a child, I put most of my pressure on the front of my feet when walking. Dude, who the hell is going to remember that? Just skip that one. I'm often beset by feelings of sadness. Not often. Sometimes, though. I enjoy parties. Yeah, who doesn't? Free food. You know? People have told me I can be obsessed about my interests. Yeah. No, they haven't told me that, but I fucking am. That's why they're called my interests. I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Not because I don't like others, but because I don't want to inconvenience them with having to like go do something. Actually, disagree. I prefer to do it with others, but I'm not going to bother people to do something with me. That makes sense? I would prefer to like play games and record with others, but I am usually going to do it myself because I don't want to fucking have to bug them. So it's just easier. All right. What is this? This is interesting. 1 minute. Oh, explanation of facets. Depression. People with autism are 4 times more likely to experience depression than those are. What does this mean? Oh, it's the chart. So I don't have depression. That's good. I'm partially aggressive. Well, this is just like general information. This is telling me my overall score up here though. Yeah, your autism or symptoms are low. There we go. So these guys say 50-50 roughly. These guys say low. I'm half angry. I do have a lot of fixations, which again, I think half the stuff they asked about is just a job. Do you do the same stuff over and over? Yes. Abnormal flat speech. You can't have this with my job. Noise sensitivity. That's really weird. But again, I'm not exactly sure what they meant by that. I'm very sensitive to sounds, but not that they anger me. Social difficulty. Yeah, it's probably indicative of any person that plays video games and stays inside all the time. You know, I'd say that's actually pretty good. I think I'm doing okay. Anxiety. Yeah, I have some. I deal with it. Abnormal posture. No. I mean, I hunch over a little bit when I'm playing games, but poor eye contact. A little bit. I think this is normal as well. When you talk to people, do you stare at them? Like I feel like most people don't do it. They'll look around them, they'll look at them for a second, and they look away because it's weird to hold eye contact for more than a straight second. Tics and fidgets, I don't have any, except my foot bounces. That's just boredom, I think. So low, we're good. We're good. We have successfully, if we combine these, we're low to medium. Low to medium. You know? We're not medium, we're not medium high, we're not high. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Yeah, I beat the allegations. That's true. This will hold up in court, I think. We're good.